So hello, here we are on the Camping and Caravanning Club stand at the NEC Motorhome and Caravan Show. Look at all these lovely people that have come to join us. Give us a wave, everyone. Hello, nice to see you all. That's lovely. So on this session, we're going to do a lovely classic. We're doing recipes that focus on Camping and Caravanning Club sites that are kind of in various parts of the country. So we're going to focus on the Midlands and specifically Birmingham. There are loads of great Camping and Caravanning Club sites in this area. So the dish we're going to do from Birmingham is a classic Birmingham Balti. Are you happy about doing a Birmingham Balti? Excellent, there we go. So let's have a look at this. So I found online this great company called the Birmingham Balti Company, and these lovely people are making proper Birmingham Balti bowls from scratch. They're welded on the side here, these handles, not riveted, properly done. This is a beautiful bit of kit, flat bottom, so that it gets the heat around it really, really quickly. And we're going to do a lovely Balti from scratch. Here we go. Okay, so over here I've got my Balti bowl. So I'm going to turn my barbecue on. First of all, I'm going to turn the gas on. So turn the gas on. I've got my barbecue set up, and unusually this is the only time you're allowed not to cook with a lid. Okay. So here's my Birmingham Balti bowl. Get the fire on there. And I don't know if you can see here, I've got all my ingredients set out in a line, so I know exactly what I'm doing. So I've got my onions, I've got my peppers and my green chilies, I've got my grated tomato, I've got some coriander, I've got my chicken pieces that have been marinating in this lovely, which one are we here? It's the Balti chicken and veg seasoning here. And then I've got the garam masala in a little pot here. So, first things first, we're going to heat this up, and I am going to get myself a tea towel, because the handle will get hot, so make sure you've got yourself a tea towel or an oven glove, something like that. So step one on my Birmingham Balti, a nice amount of vegetable oil, and a Birmingham Balti has to be cooked in vegetable oil, not ghee. Okay, that's the first thing. It's lighter than a normal curry. We're going to let that go. Can you see that's already smoking? Because this is that lovely kind of hardened steel, it heats up super fast. So oil's out the way there. Now we're going to get ourselves some onions, and that's already sizzling, and that's what we want from a Balti. It's got to be sizzling straight away. Into there I've got some green chilies. You put as many or as little as you want in there, that's up to you. I've got some red peppers here, that could be some green peppers if you want as well. They go in. Now I'm going to go in with nice teaspoon, this is grated ginger and garlic, that goes in there. And then I've also now got, this is the garam masala, which is this one here, and again you can get this from the Birmingham Balti Company. I'm not sponsored, by the way, we just like small startups. So the garam masala, cumin, coriander, black pepper, ginger, cloves, cinnamon, star anise and nutmeg, delicious. So nice little teaspoon of that goes in there like that, and I've got my spoon here. I'm just going to give this a little stir around, and you'll get these little bits of flame, which is always good fun. And we're going to get this going like this. There we go. Get it stirred, so all those ingredients are now together, and now I'm going to leave it. It's really important when you do a Balti, you want to keep the heat high the whole time, start to finish. This dish needs to be cooked in less than 10 minutes. It's cooked in the bowl, it's served in the bowl. Okay, that's how these work. When we stir stuff, so think about a wok, when you're stirring things, what you're doing is you're actually cooling things down. That's one of the ways you can cool things down in a wok. Well, we don't want that. We want the fire on this the whole time, so we can cook things really effectively. So, onions have gone in. We've got the chilies, we've got some of the peppers, we've got the ginger garlic, we've got the garam masala in there already. So we'll just get our things doing. Now this is a little extra. Over here, I've got some coriander. But this is the coriander stalks. Most people throw those away. Don't do that. Chuck it in here, chop them up. That gives you lots of extra flavour. That's going really, really nicely. Now here, this is my chicken. So this is chicken breast that we diced up last night, and then what we did is we marinated it in the Balti chicken veg spice here. And these ones are coriander, turmeric, cumin, paprika, fenugreek leaves. This is a lovely little mix. So they've been marinating nicely, so I'm going to put a healthy amount of our chicken breast into there. But again, don't overcrowd the pot. because the more you put in there, the less effective it is on cooking. So I'm going to give this a little stir around. And now you get these kind of like lovely gnarly bits that start to appear on the bottom. You want to scrape those up because that's the good stuff there. So I'm just going to turn this all around into these. So I've got all the ingredients mixed, and I'm just going to gently kind of flatten this out and try to get the chicken slightly up the sides there. And again, I'm going to leave that. I want this right over the fire because we need to cook this, get some nice charring on the outside, which will give us an extra layer of flavour. Then we'll turn that over and we'll char the other side. Then what we're going to do is come in with this ingredient, and this is grated tomato. So we just literally with the box grater grated our tomato. To make it even easier, you could just blitz it in a little food processor very quickly. So you can see we've still got the super high heat coming up here. Again, tea towel or a glove. And as I turn this over, Dad, get your camera in here. You can see now, and I will show you this, I've got this lovely charring on that chicken now, and that's what you want. That's that lovely charring of the chicken, getting that extra flavour. The spices are all looking lovely. Again, turn it round. Leave it, let the heat do the work, let the flame, and for this lovely steel bowl here, let that do its work. Now, another thing that you have to make it an authentic Birmingham Balti is a base gravy, okay? Now, on the Birmingham Balti website, there's not only the recipes for this, but there's also the recipe for the base gravy. So you can make your own, use it. What you don't use, you can freeze. Use it next time. You can also buy it. So if you want to take a picture of that, and there's lots of lovely ingredients in this one. So we've got onions, water, vegetable oil, plum tomato, garlic, ginger, tomato paste, coriander, turmeric, cumin, chili powder, paprika, garam masala, fennel, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom and mace. And it's basically like the most wonderful, like a vegetable soup if you like. And what you do is you put it in a saucepan, add the same amount of water, bring it to the boil and simmer it. And at the right stage, not quite just yet, at the right stage we add it to the Balti. Now that has now got a lot of lovely colour on it. So now I'm going to come in with a spoonful of my grated tomato here, and again give that a little mix round. So you're getting the aromas down the front there already. That's good, isn't it? We've got some amazing colour on this. You can see we've got some great charring. And now I'm going to come in with some of my base gravy. Without the base gravy, it's not a Balti, folks. So we'll get some of this base gravy on there. And if you can, when you do this, you want to keep your base gravy nice and hot, because you don't want to put cold base gravy in, because what you'll be doing is you're going to be lowering the temperature. And remember, we want the temperature to be up all the time on this. I'm going to add a tiny bit more my tomato paste into there. And when you serve this, this should be absolutely sizzling. Now I've got some coriander leaves here, so I'm going to put a few of those through it, and then we'll dress it with some as well. So there are the coriander leaves. And now we're just going to let this come together. So we want the sauce to be a little bit fluid, but we want it all to be one lovely thing. And I'll just waft that into the audience there. There we go. So that's sizzling away rather beautifully. Now this is something, because we do this in a public environment, we will always do this. This is a little food temperature probe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the bigger pieces of chicken here. I'm going to put it into my spoon, set to Celsius, and I'm going to put the probe right in the center of this chicken. I need to make sure that if I serve this publicly, I need to make sure that I'm hitting over 72 degrees. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, and that will keep going up for the next minute or so. Right, so I now know that chicken is done, and that is safe to cook. And before we come and serve this, I'll give it one little final stir here. like this. I'll dress it with a little bit of coriander. I mean, how much fun is this? And you can do this on a campsite, can't you? Do what we did, just get all your ingredients and put them in little Tupperware bowls, put them in your cool box, take them with you. So, I'll turn the gas off temporarily, and I'm going to come round here now, and can you see that that is sizzling in the bowl? See this? How much fun is that? Isn't that great? Now, I had never done a Birmingham Balti until Wednesday this week, and I can tell you it is as easy as that. There's a whole bunch of different recipes on their website, whether you're going to do beef, lamb, pork, chicken, prawns. Yeah, doesn't that look lovely? And then all you do with this, just get yourself some naan bread if you're out camping and caravanning, and just put the naan bread over your barbecue and serve this with naan bread. That's what you typically do. Now, I bought these 2 bowls here as part of a gift set, and they come with 2 wooden rings made of what wood is it? Mango wood, I think it is. So you'd normally put that onto the mango wood ring, but there's a delay in shipping, so I'll be getting those next week. And these lovely people, because I was away on another job last week, Laura's brother works here at the NEC, so he brought these in and dropped them into us on Monday. Isn't that lovely? So there we go. That's the Birmingham Balti there. Who wants to taste it?
Right.